Today we have Stephen from Altronix. Stephen, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm honored to be here.
So Stephen, can you tell us a little bit about what Altronix does and your role there?
Oh, we'd love to. Altronix has been in the industry now for about 40 years. We're basically the power supply company. We're providing all that low voltage power to all these great devices that are keeping people safe and secure in our industry.
Fantastic. And your role at Altronix?
My role is I'm the OEM development manager, but I'm also the director of the West Coast as far as sales is concerned as well.
Great. So we are excited to work with Altronix, and the enclosure cans that we were looking at is the Trove series. And can you tell us a little bit about what the Trove consists of in terms of the power boards?
Definitely, and vice versa as far as our partnership. So Trove is basically real estate. And when we look at real estate these days, it's what we can get on the wall or in a rack when it comes to integrating power and the power controllers together. In the past, we used to put a controller and power supply underneath, and you'd have all these lined up on the wall. Trove actually brings that all together and brings all these controllers into this one little piece of real estate, or large of real estate, depending on the size of the enclosure, and a variety of different power supplies, and distribution boards as well. So again, these devices that we're using today use a variety of different input power, whether it's 12 or 24. Some still use 5 volts DC, but again, we're trying to bring it all into one enclosure to reduce that labor for the partners that are installing the products.
Absolutely. And do you have any like future plans in Altronix in terms of new boards or anything new that's coming down the pipeline that you can share with us?
Oh, definitely. So we're always thinking about what is the next best thing, but we're not looking what the best thing is. We're looking at how can we reduce the labor for the partners, number one, but then also all the new power requirements that are coming out. So we do dabble in the 5 volts DC all the way up to the 56 volts DC range. We have traditional analog power supplies that we currently have been supporting for the last 40 years, but also we have PoE-driven power supplies. And it's very unique in the sense that we can actually take these new standards of PoE, which is 802.3 BT, class 8, which is now 90 watts, and we can take that power and regulate it down to 12 and 24. And what that kind of does is it removes the quote-unquote electrician from the picture. It actually creates a true low voltage installation. Now, it's not the answer for all installs, but it does help out tremendously when you're trying to think outside of the box, where I might have line power over here, but to get that line power over here, it's going to be a lot more expensive. So let's maybe look at a different power supply.
Right.
Future-wise, we're going to start pushing a little bit more on the regulation of the power, taking 24 volts DC and expanding it further to regulate it to allow us to have both 12 and 24 simultaneously, but enough power to drive all these new devices that are out there. Some of the new devices that we're seeing are a lot of these electrified push bars that have a low inrush, where they want to get all that power into the same enclosure. It's requiring a little bit more on the back end from us as well. So we're working in there.
Great. So Stephen, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, my pleasure. We look forward to supporting you now and many, many years in the future.
All right. Thank you.
My pleasure. Take care.